Have you ever been in the middle of a really good run, only to pause for a moment as you realize that the train has just come off the tracks? Hi, I'm Branchwater Jack, and we're going to look at what we can do to recover from one of these situations and also ensure that we prevent a bad situation from becoming worse this week on the firing line. Today, we're looking at a situation that many of us encountered at one time or another. Specifically, the case we're talking about today deals with what our options are if we find ourselves having cocked a firearm in the wrong position or at the wrong time. Our options for what we can do are going to be different depending on when it happens and what gun we're dealing with. If it's our first gun, as the TO, we have the option of stopping the shooter up to the time that the first round has gone down range. So, for instance, say the shooter is supposed to start with the rifle, but they forget and pull and cock a pistol. If we can stop the shooter and give them the opportunity for a clean start, we should do that. Safely stop the shooter and then immediately give them instructions permitting them to decock and re-index their pistol. Why give them that specific instruction to decock the pistol? As a shooter, we never want to decock a firearm without permission. Anytime we decock a firearm without that positive direction to do so from the timer operator, we just earned ourselves a stage DQ. But what if we've made it to the second gun and have cocked it at the wrong location? Again, it's going to be dependent on the situation. Let's first talk about what to do if it's our pistols.
Revolvers are considered safe for movement in hand, while holstering, or while moving through a stage, and safe to leave the shooter's hand in the following conditions only. Hammer fully down on an empty chamber. Hammer fully down on an expended round. A revolver may not be originally staged in this condition, but may be restaged in this condition.
So if we have cocked the pistol at the wrong time or the wrong location, our only option is to discharge that round downrange. If we can safely engage the correct target type from the present location, you can do that without additional penalty. For all intents and purposes, with the pistol, you bought a procedural penalty as soon as you cocked it. Play it smart, and you'll just come away with that procedural. Lose your head, and you can earn yourself a stage DQ. But what if we cannot safely engage the correct target type? This is the only time where you can find yourself able to reload to make up for that miss.
If a firearm is shot out of sequence or from the wrong position or location, the shooter will be assessed a single procedural penalty. In this situation, if the shooter elects or is forced to miss an appropriate target due to unsafe angles or target availability, a round may be reloaded to avoid a miss penalty assessment, the dreaded double jeopardy of a procedural and a miss. This does not mean a shooter may reload a rifle or revolver at any other time to make up a miss.
If you have a cocked pistol and are unable to engage a pistol target, you can discharge that round into a berm and move to the correct position, or continue with the appropriate stage instructions. Once a rifle is cocked, either the round under the hammer must be expended, i.e. shot, or the action opened in order for the rifle to be returned to a safe condition.
A rifle is considered safe to leave the shooter's hands in the following conditions only. Empty. Hammer fully down on an emptied chamber or spent round, action closed, restage for further use. A rifle is considered safe for movement in hand while moving through a stage in the following condition only. Hammer fully down on an empty chamber or expended round, action closed. Action open, round on carrier or in chamber.
So if we cock our rifle at the right time, but the wrong location, we can open the action, ejecting the round, move to the correct location, continue the course of fire, and reload the ejected round, all without penalty. If we cock our rifle at the wrong time, this is where we are most likely going to take our procedural penalty and engage the targets at the wrong time. as you cannot discard the rifle cocked with a round in the chamber. You're going to earn yourself a stage DQ if you do. Nor can you lay it down open with the round still in the gun without earning a minor safety. Firing the round in order to discard it, hammer down, earned your procedural penalty already, so you might as well finish the shooting string. The shotgun is even easier.
A shotgun is considered safe to leave the shooter's hands in the following condition only: empty. A shotgun is considered safe for movement in hand while moving through the stage in the following condition only: action open, round in chamber or on carrier, hammer or hammers fully down on an empty chamber or chambers, or expended round or rounds, action closed.
As we're reloading the shotgun on the clock, if you pick it up and load it at the wrong time or the wrong location, eject the live ammo, restage the empty gun, and continue on your way through the course of fire without penalty. We all make mistakes during the course of fire from time to time. Sometimes we have to realize that we made a mistake and try to figure out how to get out with the least amount of penalties. These experiences are all a part of competing, where I hope to see you soon on the firing line.